Sawada from our international race team. He's doing the PWA World Tour in slalom for us, and would like to talk to you about our slalom development a little bit. We are right in the final stage here on Maui for our 2011 line, which will be looking like this. Full carbon deck, PVC construction, really nice. 6 sizes of slalom boards, and yeah, we're gonna give you a little bit of a inside view of what we've been up to so far. We got prototype here. As you can see, that thing looks a little different. There's a recess in the deck shape, so the sail comes lower. It sort of fades to the nose. We have additional volume between the straps, so if you actually look at the volume of the board, you can see that quite nicely, how you have sort of the thickest point of the volume flow around here. This is really convenient to get going, and when you come off the jibe, you have some additional volume back here where you stand, and it gives you a much nicer projection. Also been working on the bottom shapes. We have slightly higher rocker throughout the front section, so when you cross the chop, you don't really hit the chop, so you fly really over it with a nice and clean V of the tail here. Still a little bit of tucked around here, around the back strap, for easier jibing too. See the rails, nice and smooth, and we have different lengths. The funny thing is, the bigger the boards go, the shorter they go, because you usually race them in conditions that are not as rough, and on the smaller boards, the extra lengths give you security when you pass through the chop. So you can see, this is not really it's a big board, but not long. So maybe Peter can tell us about a little bit how the last week went for him. I think we spent a lot of time on the water, actually both of us and the rest of the team, to get a feeling for these prototypes and make sure we deliver the best boards in the market for the 2011 season.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with what Sebastian came up with here. We've been sailing a lot on these boards, and it's been really good fun. Mainly what I notice is that the trim of the board is really good. You have a nice stable stance. You know, you get a gust of wind, and it wants to just project you forward without the nose coming up of the board. So it's much more comfortable to ride. The boards are very stable, and that means that you can make your position on the board, and you're not getting moved around and thrown around a lot. You know, you can just concentrate on the pressures of the sail, sheet in, you know, and accelerate. So yeah, I'm really impressed also with the planing abilities of this. Gets planing effortlessly, and you feel like you're not moving a lot of water. There's not a lot of pressure from the water you're feeling. It's sort of just gliding over it.
So very little drag, yeah? So the board flies effortless over the chop. Would you say that like any recreational sailor can get on one of these and go fast, or is this really technical to sail in the end?
Well, of course, I've been riding the 2010 boards, and they're already really nice. The main thing is that they're really fast. That's my most important thing. But for a recreational sailor, they would have been improving a lot, because they're a lot easier to ride also for me, which means that you can go faster because you don't have to wrestle the board at all.
Yeah, you've been clocking some pretty impressive speeds there on your GPS. How fast did you go the other day on this one? It was
on
like,
this board I went
close to
67 km an hour, which is very impressive for a 122 liter board. On the 112 liter I went 69 km per hour. So these are all speeds that normally you reach on a smaller board.
How much is that in knots?
It would be around 36 knots, yeah. Yeah, 36 and a half even. So that's quite amazing on such a big board, and I think that's where we're going now. You know, we can get bigger speeds on bigger boards, and of course on the smaller boards we try to go yet faster again.
Well, that's a good thing. If you can go that fast on the big board, really, it really increases your range, you know, and that's so important.
So with this board we got a lot more stability, you know, it's going to be so much more comfortable to ride. and it's going to be easier to go faster as well. So you know, I think with this board here, with this improved shape and the graphics also, you know, we're going to be probably doing pretty well in the World Cup. Really looking forward to compete on these boards.
It was a real fun to work with Peter on this project, and I'm pretty sure that we have some ass-kicking boards for next year.